Hello, live people.
I think. I'm gonna check before I hit record. Indeed.
Indubitably.
I'm gonna check before I hit record.
Yeah.
Might as well fuck with perception. Time
Right?
perceptions. Okay. I'm hitting record. And then we'll do.
Yo, Eagles Nation, stand up. Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole night in Philly. Facts. Hey! Let's be a sports pod, because shit's going well. In the 215,
It's a beautiful
everybody.
day for you guys to be Philadelphians.
Ain't it though? What a guy. We'll get to him. We love our guy. He came through last night. Biggest win in a year and a half. Wearing midnight green on the sidelines. Still needs to wear a visor. Doesn't.
Oh, most definitely. Or get a different haircut. But
Yeah.
we love you, Sirianni.
We do. But the island's gonna start losing some tenants if you don't break the hat back out, as well as the tight black pants. We like those. We also like that you're joining us, kids. It's the Grease Pole Podcast. Appreciate you taking part. You can hit us up. We're on YouTube as well. Give us a search. Hit subscribe if you so choose. Either way, thank you for checking things out. Appreciate it. Episode 115. Can't remember if I've said that already or not. Look, before we get into Philly-centric stuff, because there is a lot. There's a lot. Things are going well right now for the squads. You almost couldn't contain yourself.
I was in the middle of a rant right before we started this. So Bowie, is straight booty. Like I cannot stand Bowie. They did the whole thing of we're gonna release him before the season starts in the preseason games. Nobody for the game, like, ooh, yay, Bowie. No. And then we have our home opener and he's not even there. At all. To be seen. Apparently he was there. He posted on his Instagram a picture like, hey, I'm here. But not once did he make an appearance during that game. At all. At all.
It's very weird to break a mascot out in the preseason. Like
why?
I don't understand.
I don't
understand what they were going for there. And then furthermore, if you're going to have your home opener in the regular season, I think that's when he should probably be there. Do better, Seattle. People like you because you're new and you have a cool name and sweet sweaters. We're all rooting for you here.
It's true.
Just please do better.
Their side piece.
They're
and
100%.
then they're pushing this hatred for what's the new team that they're playing, that the one with the Spartan helmet.
Vegas.
The
Golden
this whole
Knights.
hatred of Vegas. They even had a brawl at the end of the last game with them or whatever. Everybody's got into a fight. I just was like, I'm not. I don't see them as a rival. I don't have a rival right now. I want my Kraken to be good. That's all. Is that too much to ask?
It's crazy because if they would have followed the Vegas model, they would be good already. But I almost prefer, it's the second year of existence. So, Vegas is an anomaly. That,
yes.
When does that ever happen in any sport that they're that good that fast?
Right.
Carolina and Jacksonville were AFC, NFC championship contenders.
Yeah, their second year.
But they didn't. But they didn't poke through. The Jags still haven't poked through.
Nope, never, ever. We've had Carolina in the Super Bowl twice.
Yeah,
but they've both been cheeks.
So
Jake Delhomme.
It's yes, it's definitely an anomaly. It doesn't happen. I almost prefer that way. It'll be hard to watch your Kraken stink, but
but like I said,
you got to build.
The Bowie thing is really killing me because they put all this hype into this little little dumb mother trucker. He needs to leave.
That guy.
No,
I've been
these
saying the
people
same
are
thing
getting
to her,
aggressive. They're saying we hate him. Like one dude said that he needs to like just let the mascot costume burn with the guy in it.
Oh, that's wrong. That's not fair.
A little far.
That is not fair.
Oh, what was the other one that was hysterical? Oh, somebody said he was like that tree. What was it?
Oh, they were like the Stanford tree.
They were like, and then Bowie commented and was like, "Leave that guy out of this."
Yeah, leave the tree out of it.
That's great.
That's
Good
what
job.
I said. I was like, what a dude, man.
No, he's terrible.
People hate it. Look, it's revisionist history to be like everyone has always loved Gritty. I'm here to say that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
People fucking hated Gritty at first, dude. Because, I mean, look, Philly fans are the most rigid shit fucks for the most part. We're just like, why do we even have a mascot? The mascot's not going to help us win. And then it's like, you know, he's kind of cool, man. Little fuzzy
And now
guy.
everybody be loving him.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Yeah, like, and then he's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Bowie's going to catch on, dude.
No,
That's what I've been
Bowie's
telling her.
trash. He is straight trash. He is straight trash. Like, I just...
You say that now.
No.
Give that shit 6 months, man.
But like my thing is like they aren't even like the dude who plays him isn't any kind of charismatic person. He just kind of like I'm here. Want
He's
some
really
teeth?
they need to replace him because like the Gritty, it's all in who the costume is part of it, sure, but you got to have a motherfucker with personality.
It does look like they just got a freaking onesie out of Target and then put a head on it.
Did we talk about this last week? Your man's Gritty was all over WWE.
What?
Yeah, because
No, we didn't.
He's very shocked. I don't know if people could see that.
Extreme Rules was at Philly last weekend.
Okay, so how determines whether or not I like this?
He showed up and he was messing with Miz, and like the whole time.
I hate that dude.
Well, you know that's the point. He's a bad guy. So Gritty kept showing up and trying to give him a Flyers jersey. And Miz is like, no, get that out of here. And like throwing it on the ground, stomping it on and stuff. And eventually,
fucking dildo.
Yeah. And eventually,
Gritty probably let him have one for because Gritty's that guy.
I know that's part. That's wrestling.
He's a bad guy. Yeah.
I get it as someone that grew up a wrestling fan, but the person that's like Flyers fan in me is fucking offended by that shit.
You know what's amazing too? You know how everybody keeps talking about Bowie and Gritty fighting?
Yeah.
Gritty has now been in a WWE fight. I'm just saying my mascot hasn't been in one, and I hope well, the worst part was somebody said I hope Gritty and Bowie fight and Gritty kills him.
God.
Gritty would fuck Bowie up.
That is true though.
So Miz was being disrespectful of the sweater. No, you're good. I don't. Yeah.
Miz was mizzing it up, and
I'm gonna take my tea break. Go
eventually, he does the belly thing, and of course, and like he wants to fight.
Did he squeak his tummy for Miz?
Yeah, and so then
fuck yeah, man.
And then Miz walks away, and like eventually,
did he show his belly button?
He did. I don't think he showed his belly button, but he
sweater
definitely
up and he gyrates.
Yeah,
so hot, dude.
And then so he's feuding with Dexter Lumis, and Dexter Lumis comes up and like starts choking out Miz, and as Miz is on the ground, Gritty comes in and gets his kicks in.
Yes.
So
Gritty didn't get hurt, did he?
No.
Good.
I think Miz did like punch at him, and that's when Lumis came in and put him to sleep.
Thank you, Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love you.
It was cool. I was like, oh, my worlds are colliding.
It's
such an I don't understand how hockey and wrestling have not already been integrated.
Me either, but see, I'm gonna spin this towards being like soapbox pedestal dickhead Flyers fan. This would have never happened if Ed Snyder was still alive. Because we're run by a corporation. They just threw dollars at Comcast and they were like, we just want money. Sure, beat the fuck out of our mascot. Gritty doesn't deserve that shit. Fuck you, Miz. I hope you get in a car accident.
That might be what his belly button's from, because they posted something on Facebook for the home opener. Gritty was shirtless and he had a belly button. Everybody said, what the hell's on his belly button? It's like a button. And I bet you it came from that WWE fight or something like that.
Yeah. It also might be the squeaker. He's got to push it, and that's what makes his tum-tum squeak. But
I hate it.
Give Bowie a break is all we're saying.
Bowie's terrible, man.
Now he is.
He's gonna grow.
He is. He'll grow.
He looks like a meth head, man. Like
they all do. They all mascots do.
No, yours is like a knockoff of the Canadian. Let's be serious.
Yeah, it's but Gritty's better than Youpie. Youpie sucks. Because he's got an exclamation point in his name.
That's so cool.
Youpie. Like, fuck off, Montreal.
He makes it. He gives you the tone of his entire being and his name with the explanation point.
I don't like him.
You know what mine's named after? A traffic cone.
I mean, hey, ours is named after
They're
a
like,
texture.
it's a tribute to the Fremont Troll. Why not call him Fremont or Monty?
Because people be drinking too much Starbucks out
I'm telling
there.
you guys. I'm telling you. Bowie's trash.
Side note.
Hashtag Bowie's trash. Hashtag booty is booty.
Yeah, speaking
Booty
of
is
Starbucks
booty.
and speaking of trash, we stopped at the local Dunkin' today. Cheeks, on the way.
Yeah.
I'm sick of their shit, dude. I'm sick of their shit.
Crazy because when you came over, when was that? Friday
For the
Clutch.
Sharks live stream.
It
It was
was great.
solid, dude. I know.
I know. We got it today. They were like, we're out of caramel. I'm like, okay, what do you have?
They are forever out of stuff.
And
The
And they're
worst.
forever short-handed too. Like I feel bad for them because like I pick up from there for work all the time, and you know you
I'll
can't
work there, man.
you can't go in because they're short-handed, so you have to go sit in the drive-thru. It's like, oh god,
Yeah.
Dunkin' drive-thru, no.
The worst, dude. Their menus out.
They're
like,
always out of food.
It's
Always.
just-
Mhm.
They need to honestly. They
The
need.
hurricane took their sign, so
Yeah.
now you don't know what you're ordering. You're just guessing.
Yeah, shut it down, John Taffer. Shut it down. just build back better. You know
I just
that didn't really work for the country, but maybe it will for this Dunkin'.
hope maybe people just come work there. I don't know. That way, maybe it'd be not as bad.
They used to crush it, dude. They used to
Yeah.
have a killer staff of
Mhm.
enthusiastic folks. Now it's just the only one there that's worth a shit is this blonde chick, and you can tell whenever you go there, she's just fed up with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
I know
ready.
exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, she's exhausted. She's aged like 8 years in the last 2 months. They're killing her.
There was one day I went and it was literally one lady one morning.
Oh my god.
One lady, like two people quit that morning.
I got a frozen pumpkin, by the way. Terrible. Terrible.
If you're to
let's not go into the reasons why, because we all know.
Pumpkin spice is good. Don't hate on pumpkin spice. It's just it tastes weird.
I push for her to get peanut butter cup flavor in there.
I don't like peanut butter flavored drinks. That's so weird.
It's peanut butter.
What liquid peanut butter?
Yeah, that the peanut butter to Reese's.
By the way, the kid went to eat those and they were both expired. And he was like, "This is disgusting."
Well, he doesn't have to eat them then.
He threw them away.
Okay, well that's fine. We'll get new ones and I will hide them from him, so he won't know where
Just
they
so
are.
you don't eat them.
No, I have to have all the peanut butter in the house always. There's like 2.5 jars right now. We'll be down to a third of a jar
The
by
way
Wednesday evening.
these two eat peanut butter and freaking milk is astounding to me. Like, there's a
Well-
reason they're built like linebackers. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, they go through a jug of milk at least every 2 days.
Well, the thing
Yeah,
is,
it's a lot.
if you eat that much peanut butter, you're going to go through that much milk. Like that's just the reality of it.
I don't like how
That-
Justin just pointed out something that I don't.
Because you
I
got to
like.
have something in there. You got to have a liquid
You
to
gotta-
work with.
yeah,
It.
you got to clear.
You gotta
You
break
got to
it
clear
up.
out the peanut butter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ridiculousness.
I used to be that guy. Like I used to, several peanut butter sandos a day, and you got to chase it with some milk. Like fuck a cup, just drink right out of the gallon.
All day, dude.
You got to do
Have
that.
you ever had a peanut butter and banana sandwich?
Oh hell yeah!
Those are so fucking good.
They are the
Cheeks.
great.
Cheeks. I'm going to tell you right
Sir.
now, the best thing
What?
to do with peanut butter, it hammered me, came up with this years ago. First of all, you toast the bread too.
Mhm.
Peanut butter and bacon, dude.
That sounds so gross. 'Cause
Well-
what are you gonna use to break it up? Like, it just sounds so gross.
You don't need it because you get the oils from the peanut butter. See, drunk me was like, here's what I want to do. I want to take my two favorite foods and I want to combine them.
Mm-hmm.
And I did.
Justin, the third party here. How do you feel about
They
this?
were-
I feel like this is an excessive thing.
Don't knock it till you try it. I'm telling this will be a
That's
perfect.
where I'm at. Is I can't knock it because I haven't tried it.
I'm
But
telling you.
it doesn't sound gross.
Did
but-
you make the bacon crispy?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
And
so yeah, you have
yeah.
to have it crispy. I feel like
I feel like it combines everything a BLT is with like the
no,
unhealthiness.
there's
of,
no
like,
rabbit food on this particular
But that's what I'm
sandwich.
saying. Like, the thing you like about a BLT is the fact that there's bacon on it. Like, who
This is the
doesn't-
perfect thing, the perfect rabbit hole to explore on the new
yes,
venture. that we
plugging
will-
our new
that we will tell.
ventures in.
couch
Yeah.
cushion. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for that one. Couch
Yeah.
cushion
Mhm.
sessions.
Yes, more details to come, but look up Couch Cushion Sessions.
The channel already exists. We
Yes.
just got to start creating content for
Yes, which
Mhm.
is to come, and we will give you deets in the coming weeks, coming episodes. Cushion is spelled
KUSH.
the 420 friendly way.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, go there and have fun, and we will have fun with you in a couple weeks. Dude, sports happen, man, and I'm so
Lots of
happy.
them.
Can we talk about my city really quick?
Yeah.
Actually,
You guys are
not really
having
quick.
quite the
For a while, I want to
Yeah.
talk a lot about my goddamn city.
6-0.
Dude,
6-0.
So the Birds last night, and then like going back sequentially, dude. Friday, the fucking Phils, man.
Yeah, dude.
The Phils, we did
Oh
it.
yeah, I
We
forgot about
texted
that.
back and forth, and
Yeah.
I was like, I've never been so happy to be wrong. Look, like,
Yeah, you're a Mets fan.
right. Like, I'm, but you're playing the Braves.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, anything to see the Braves go down. I will take Phils over Braves all day, every day.
I feel the same way about your Metropolitans.
So, like, to watch
Metropolitans.
the Braves make fun of Mets and Mets fans for walking us down, which, for the record, again, both teams had the same exact record. So screw off with that.
Right.
But then to immediately turn around and choke it away to the Phils. I'm like, oh, I thought you guys were so great.
Yeah.
Screw you.
I think we even said this. Like it would be great to go to the World Series, of course, but all I wanted to do was just fucking bounce them, dude.
Can you imagine
That's it.
the people of Philadelphia right now? Of
I
like
know.
just how like they must be all in a drunken high stupor of just like, what is this?
It's awesome,
all of
dude.
our teams are amazing.
It's great. It's like so there's no way I'm the only one to make this comparison.
Everybody must be so delightful there right now. Like you walk
but,
on
no,
down the
not
street.
entirely. But I mean, this is as good as it's going to get, probably in terms of hospitality. Like so 1980, the Phils won the World Series. They beat the Royals. The Eagles went to their first Super Bowl that season, January of 81, Super Bowl 15, lost to the Raiders.
I was going to say the Raiders, right?
The Sixers went to the finals. They got swept by the Lakers, and the Flyers went to the Cup that year as well. They lost to the Islanders in
Holy
6 or
shit.
7. So it's everybody played for a championship, dude. Now, I don't think that's going to be the case with the Flyers, okay?
Probably.
Let's be real. All right.
Yeah.
There's 80 games left. This 2-0 start's been fucking dope. And Torts has the squad playing good. They're playing
I'm
their
not
ass
gonna lie,
off.
Torts has been like watching him while they're playing, like he gives them pep talks as things are going on. Like when the goalie kept like I think he let in like 2 shots or something like that. Torts was like,
Yeah.
What's going on? What do you really want in
Yeah.
life? Like this is that look. What are we wanting here?
Yep. Torts
gonna
don't
do
play,
this?
dude. It's great. It's great. I love him, man, because he's an abrasive sumbitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's because this roster is not built for success right now. It's not. So, I mean, it's weird too, because the Flyers seem to chronically open up on the West Coast every year, dude.
Yeah.
Every year we're opening up against like the Kings in San Jose and Edmonton. This year, we opened up at home. We had you guys on Thursday. Yeah, we had the Canucks on Saturday. Like, man, we're opening up at home. We got Tampa tomorrow. I think we're at home. I can't remember. But, so that was a switch. But, like, I did not expect 2-0, dude.
Sometimes I mean, look, my Mets are a perfect example. The Mets were not a 100-win team going into this season. You hire Buck Showalter, suddenly we're a 101 game-winning team.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the difference. You saw what happened to us. We just didn't have the legs.
Right.
And, maybe that happens to y'all. Maybe you guys eke in at the 8, and it's like, that's cool. Like that's big.
If we eke in if we make the playoffs, dude, we got to figure out something.
Yeah.
Because I will do something egregious. There's no way. I just want to be competitive, man. That's it. Yeah. Like, can we not be embarrassed?
We decided if we go to a Flyers game, he wants to go up to Gritty, and he's gonna be like, Gritty, I want your tattoo. I'm gonna get a tattoo of you if you get a family photo with us or like sign something for us. So,
I was telling her how I used to tell Christina, the Pens fan, like, you're going to tattoo Gritty.
Yes.
Because she does tattoos. Like, I want a Gritty tattoo. I do. I mean, he's gritty. Come on, man. And I was like, he's going to be the best thing about this team. And the fuck, man. I mean, again, I don't want to oversell it, but point being, like, all this shit's going on. The Phils are in the NLCS. The Birds are the last undefeated team.
By the way.
I know, dude, which I want to talk about that because holy shit. But, like, I thought the Flyers, everybody did, was going to be the obvious, like, bastard of the 4 teams. And they've started decent anyway. So,
Torts was clearly the thing you guys needed because, like, you said that he's the one making most of play calls and stuff too, right? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, he's going to control everything, and he's a defensive-minded dude. Like,
so I'm not going to try and annoy you, but you keep kicking.
Oh, my bad. My feet move sometimes.
Go ahead. Anyway.
But yeah, like it. I don't know, man. And maybe the Sixers can get past the second round of the playoffs for once. I don't know. I don't know, dude. But it's fun times, dude. And like you just said, the Phils and the Padres, man.
That's big.
For it to not be the Phils and the Dodgers, like I just saw that they postponed Game 5 of the ALCS or ALDS rather. So I don't know if they're going to play later on tonight or if it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know, but we could get a chalky ALCS with Houston and the Yankees, but either way, in the National League, we go from having, like, even if it was us, we thought it would be the Dodgers. Like, you got 2 wild card teams out of the National League, dude, with the Phils and the Padres. Like, this is, and we like the Padres, man. And
they're playing hot.
I know, dude. And it's like, I say now, if we lose to them, I'll be okay.
Yeah,
but it's same with you in Milwaukee.
You'll
like
be grumpy at least for the first couple days for sure.
Yeah, if we lose them, I don't care, dude. I want them to win because you're getting shit out of the American League. And if Cleveland wins and somehow beats Houston, okay, but I still can't get past the fact that you look like a fucking little league team, with wings on your logo as a baseball or whatever. It's just cheeks. So I don't know, dude, but I'm geeked for this series, man. Yeah. I'm geeked, and I did not expect, like, I can't remember, a buddy of mine on Facebook, when the Braves won, we won, like, okay, they're going to play in the NLDS. It was like, sweep, laughing emoji. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not only not sweep.
Yeah. Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down. How about them fightings?
Again, like, as a Mets fan, it's hard to cheer for the Phils. But the way you do it is you put them up against the Cards, and then you put them up against the Braves. And, I lean towards Phils versus the Pods just because the Pods beat us.
Right. And you still have that vitriol.
I'm a little salty there still.
Yeah.
But, I'm geeked that they took down the stupid Dodgers. So it's like, I'm right where you are. I'm like, man, this is cool. I'm just not as invested.
Right.
So,
dude, I haven't been this geeked. I mean, in years, dude, for the Phil, obviously. I mean,
especially now that hockey's on, he's like, hockey is always on the TV. Some sort of sport is always on the TV. Yeah. Always.
Yes.
Like, I think the dog has seen more of, like, all of the sports combined because he's just laying in there like.
There's always pucks on, dude. Then there's football on Sundays, and not the Thursday game so much because they're cheeks, but pucks. I mean, dude, every day except yesterday. You know what I mean?
For whatever reason.
Yeah, but I
could have gotten a goalie appearance.
Yeah.
Didn't they clear? I meant to say, speaking of football, didn't they clear Tua to play, even though he had a concussion and the seizure?
That's a good point. So they cleared Tua, and Miami made the executive decision of no, he's not playing. Which good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, because dude's gonna.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like an egg on asphalt out there. Let's.
But that's just like crazy to think like they cleared him to play, even though he had a seizure where you can clearly see his hands are contorted.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
Man was throwing up signs.
Don't.
I
would not play him for a good couple
have said
weeks.
That into a live mic. Yeah, dude, sit that guy.
Like, I mean, you're taking the L's. I get it. You started off hot, and you're taking L's now. But
yeah,
is it worth losing that guy like forever?
I want to complain as a fantasy owner of Jalen Waddle. Because I love that dude, and he was fucking killing it until Tua was out there having seizures, and ever since then, Jalen Waddle's not doing so hot.
Are they friends?
That's one of his receivers, and it's like now you have Teddy Bridgewater or whoever the fuck fill in the blank for Miami. Like my guy's not gonna, the Express isn't gonna be as hot, and you know what happened last week? Suffered a loss. I'm not happy.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
I know. He was like, I quit fantasy. Yeah. Oh my God. I was like, you're literally the same score as me, 3-2. Like,
I'm gonna be that guy.
Now you're lost one game. Like, there's people there that they're like 1-4. Like, and they're still playing. Yeah. Like,
but I was just like that. Your health is irrelevant. Of which, my fantasy team needs to win. Yeah, you guys.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Is because that fucking goalie, my fuck up on Saturday.
Yeah,
that's why I lost.
Yahoo,
I lost all the
man.
goalie shit.
Yeah,
I was kind of worried there a couple of times. I looked at it. I was like,
it's like 7-2 on Saturday.
Oh no! I'm losing bad.
Yeah, dude. It's
my guys showed up.
Yeah.
Did what they needed to do.
Mhm.
And all the goalies that actually played
and
well.
I remember to
Right.
change my roster because I left it the same for like 2 days.
Yeah.
And like a lot
Yeah.
of people didn't play.
Because you forgot, or no, it was Saturday that you forgot to set it because
And
Sunday
it was like
nobody played.
8 people that were not playing that were in. And
McDavid was on her bench. She didn't swap him out. And I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
that's not what you want.
Yeah, because Saturday was a little busy. So by the time like she thought about it was like
I was
West Coast games were playing.
Yeah.
I was like, is it too late to change? And he was like, yes. Yes.
Yeah. The Battle of Alberta's going on. It's too late.
I fucked up because I looked up who was actually playing, and Bob was listed as likely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, well, I'll leave him in then. And then I
Yep.
go look, and like he didn't play. I was
Fucking
like, oh
Spencer
shit.
Knight.
And then I realized, oh yeah, I forgot about this from last year. Even if he didn't play, I can't take him out.
Yep, because he's locked in. Because the game's going on. Yeah, dude. It's frustrating. And
I picked up Ned from Detroit, who let two in.
Hell yeah.
As
Excuse me?
Detroit made us look silly.
Hey,
So-
man. I want a rivalry to matter again so bad, dude.
Oh, for
I
the
really-
Devs and
Flyers
Flyers.
and Devs.
Until
I
we get a
do.
netminder, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I was playing 23 as the Devs. You know,
Uh-huh.
I just kept the roster intact, and I played at the level that we're playing at, and lost 2-0 to the Blue Jackets. I'm like, okay, that's not
Reasonable.
bad.
Yeah.
And then I lost 4-1 to the Rangers. Like, so many like just goal after goal after
Yeah.
goal situations. I was like, oh yeah, this is what the team's like.
Right.
Like,
Did you start a franchise or a career mode with it yet?
yeah, I
Hell
just
yeah, dude.
did the same thing. That
Hey, Justin, can I borrow
without
your
the
hat
draft.
off the wall?
sure.
Okay. I feel left out.
Oh,
Oh, the Devs.
Yeah, I feel left out.
Really?
Kraken,
A Devs hat.
Kraken, forgive me. But I felt a little left out. You guys are all wearing a hat.
well, I'm unfortunately at this point always wearing a hat.
Yeah.
At least until sweater season officially arrives.
well, dude, and it's
This is really hard
Yeah.
to do.
we're gonna be old white guy pod here for a minute, but weather sitch locally. Get your act together.
Frustrating.
This is super cute, guys.
Super over it. I mean,
I don't know how you guys are wearing a hat right now with this headset stuff. I might not do this the whole pod, but you know.
yeah,
Hello.
you get used to it.
No,
Mhm.
I'm not a fan of it.
You
Oh,
get
that's
used to
what's
it.
in my face. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Kraken fans, forgive me.
I tied with Hot Joe, and I oddly feel like that's a fucking accomplishment for me because that dude is
He's
a
going-
matchup problem for me.
Yeah, but because I beat him a couple times last year, he's
Yeah.
going to brush that off
I know he doesn't
because it's
care.
week 1.
I know he's a dick.
Yeah.
We love him, but he doesn't even start giving a shit until 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Winter Classic comes and he's like
Okay,
waking
time to
from the
turn it on.
slumber.
Yeah.
All right, I care now.
I mean, he makes moves. I think I saw him make a move earlier.
Yeah, he did.
He makes moves, but like it's not going to be like sneaky moves yet.
Yeah,
Like paying attention to the wire.
right. We love him though, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
just it's.
I'm
He
glad
did-
somebody does. Somebody takes it seriously. I take
Yeah.
it seriously, but as seriously as me, I can.
Yeah.
I
well,
make
it's-
sure that my people are playing. That's all I do.
Pretty
I
much.
think we've got with the two new blood in the league this year. I'm hopeful, man. I'm hopeful because I mean, we got Clark in there,
Mhm.
and I've known Will for years. Will locks into fantasy, and I feel good about it, dude. I hope so anyway. Like it's because like we got a very good solid 7 or 8, but man, 10's better than 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's hockey.
Yeah.
So it's because it doesn't end in ball. We here in America think it's inferior.
Right.
I'm gonna say, like, I've known you guys for about a little over a year now.
Mhm.
I've finally come to love hockey, and it didn't take me that long. Yes, year sounds like a long time, but like, I like it.
In the time you've known us, you've picked a squad and actively watched hockey
Yeah.
and watched hockey on your own.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's big.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've watched
And
more
I
hockey than me this
I
year.
understand football. I understand football now. Like, not to the T, but I know it pretty well now.
Yeah. Which speaking of, yeah, weird Sunday yesterday.
I'm
You're,
very upset the Ravens lost.
yeah.
Like,
To the Giants, the
Yeah.
worst 5-1 team. Is that what they're getting called?
5-1, dude.
Dude,
Who
it
cares? They're
was-
winning.
You can only play who's in
Tucker
front
missed.
of you.
Yeah.
Tucker missed a field goal. He
He
never
tweeted,
does.
"I'm sorry, I missed."
I love him,
as soon as he
Yeah.
did that, he was like, "Oh, I heard this. Never again will I miss one in my career now."
Yeah, I told her, I was like, that's a bad omen for this one because and he missed early. It's like, not good.
His face when he missed, he was just like, "Everything in my life is just ruined."
Yeah, he was so crestfallen. You could tell he felt like he disappointed the entire state of Maryland. Like that, he was shouldering like every fucking political and
I bet you
cultural
every fan was
problem
like,
they have.
every fan was like, "Everybody gets one. You get one, Tucker. One."
Yeah, he only misses like once every 5 years, and he got it out of his system yesterday.
Oh, he's like the groundhog.
yeah, it's not very
the groundhog.
often.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was that. Pittsburgh beat Tampa.
Yeah, and I saw old Tom yelling about I left my wife and kids for us to lose to Mitch Trubisky.
He's so mad. Dude. He's such a brat. He's such a brat.
You
dude.
shouldn't have done it, man.
Yeah.
You've had your
Dude.
time to shine.
Yep. Get the hell out of the way, man.
Dude.
And then the Jets beat Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. The Jets. The pesky Jets.
The pesky Jets.
Now, I gotta say, like,
You pesky little.
I still haven't locked in on anybody, but again, I'm leaning Giants, and now it feels gross because they're 5-1. Like
Yeah.
I feel like now I can't.
Because they're exactly.
But
Wait, leaning like you're picking another team?
yeah.
You're not going Vikes anymore?
Well, I dropped football, and I felt like I shouldn't go back to Minnesota.
Yeah, you got to start fresh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Fair
technically, I would be going back to my roots because
we need
first-
to do this as like a reveal. Like who's Justin's squad?
There's got to be an episode when you decide.
if I decide,
Yeah.
because how long was I on the fence about the Browns, and then
A while.
look what happened.
Yeah, and then they became gross.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Is it because they're brown like poo?
no, I
Yeah.
love their uniforms, but they signed to a big money contract, a really gross
Oh,
dude.
that's right.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna give up on the Eagles if they did
If
that.
they signed him, yeah. Thankfully, we didn't.
He
And-
wasn't gonna give up on the Eagles. He's got
No,
you
I
tattooed
was.
on his
if,
body.
If we, they can be removed now. I mean, it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have had to move some stuff around, and there would have had to been some sleeves going on to completely cover everything. But we'd have figured it out. You
But
know.
it's been an interesting
You could get Bowie tattooed on
league
your
so
arm.
far because the Giants winning, and like I said, everybody calling them the worst 5-1 team, but it's like, okay, but they're winning.
Who gives a shit? They're 5-1. Yeah, dude. There's people who say that we're 6-0. Oh, you haven't played anybody until last night.
So
Fuck off.
you won.
It's not college. You don't make your own schedule.
Yeah.
Your schedule is based off of how you finished the year prior.
Right.
Why do you think Buffalo and Kansas City play each other every year?
Yeah.
Because they constantly win their division.
Mhm.
It's not because this is like, we just like watching it. I mean, it's good for ratings, sure,
Mhm.
but that people are dumb, dude.
Yeah.
People that have been watching the sport their entire life still manage to be mentally fucking stupid about it.
And they can say you haven't played anybody, but you've played in the division, 2 division games, right? Commandskins
yeah.
and the
2-0
boys.
in the division. We played Minnesota and
Yeah.
beat them handily.
Who are
And they're fucking
5-1.
5-1, dude. Minnesota ain't a joke.
Right.
They're
And-
not.
But you guys made the playoffs last year, so you're playing a playoff schedule.
Right.
So
Right. But it's a here's I'm going to be a Cowboys fan for a minute. It's not a first place schedule. We have the first place schedule. We as in Cowboys fans. The Eagles have a
Excuse
second
you?
place schedule.
Why'd
So,
you pull
yeah.
on his ears?
That's what that is. So
Yeah.
it's just you can literally come up with anything to fit the narrative of whatever you want to fit. And that's what Cowboys fans are going to do is, hey, yeah.
like blame the refs for losing and
There
yeah.
were a couple times last night where I knew I was like,
like not counting that touchdown that they had.
yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh, that was clearly in. His foot was in.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So here's the things I picked up from the game yesterday. So like again,
Justin's TED Talk. Here we go. Ready?
I was trying to I try to do the Gear Freaks thing, the shorts on Sundays because football. So I was looking at the Cowboys Eagles game and it was 20-0, and like
Quick, dude.
silently I did one of these because fuck the Cowboys.
Yes. Yes.
As one does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then I was like, okay, and then I was sitting down for the night and I popped on Peacock and I was like, oh, this game's on Peacock.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. And
Mhm.
it was the fourth quarter. The Birds were running the football. It's like, oh.
Uh-huh.
So they held them off, and then the next there's a pick on the next drive. Like the Cowboys had a drive and they're going, and they threw a pick. It's like you can't discount that.
No,
they got outplayed.
They did.
And the Birds tried to give it away. Everything I saw, the Birds were trying to give it away.
They were, dude. They got comfy. They got comfy.
They were like, we're gonna do this lead of 20, and then we're just gonna. Whoa! Look at the time. We still have to keep playing.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of done. Like.
Yeah, remember we're supposed to give everybody a heart attack every week.
Yeah.
So let's let off the gas. The other thing is like
let's let off the gas.
Lane Johnson, our starting right tackle, is a fucking all-pro. He left the game with a concussion. At which point Micah Parsons just started raising fucking hell because Jack Driscoll's fine as a backup, but he's not containing Micah Parsons. So
and the SUV.
Yes, and Jordan Davis, I mean, he's finally starting to fucking play more, which is nice because I mean, we traded up for the guy.
I like him. He has this one like Pokemon with Snorlax, and he just kind of falls. Like I feel like that's Jordan Davis. He's like, hey, squish.
Yeah, he tends to whenever he tackles dudes, he tends to land on them.
And like I just imagine he's what 6'5", 6'6".
He's a massive motherfucker.
And he's like 300 something pounds or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like can you imagine that landing on you? Like I don't know that I would get up. Like I'd just be like,
it's like having a Dodge Ram fall on you.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck. But when Lane Johnson left the game, they just started getting you're good. Parsons happy, and it credit to Sirianni and Shane Steichen because at that point. Hurts was getting killed, dude, and they realized, like, this isn't going to happen through the fucking air anymore. So that's when you start, because we were pass heavy as fuck up until that point. And then it became, all right, let's run the rock down their fucking throat, which worked. And it wasn't working the first half. That's why they kind of abandoned it, because Dallas has a solid-ass defensive front. So you would think you're not going to be able to run on it a whole lot. You know what I mean? And that's why. And you have to be able to adjust. And
you guys have looked like a team.
Them.
You guys have looked like a team this whole year, though. Like when you guys attack, like when they go in on somebody, they've been like they'll hammer in. Like last night, you guys, especially in the beginning, it was just like you shoved it down their throat.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
crazy.
When we're firing on all cylinders, dude, we're as good as anybody in the league, and we can keep up with anybody. When the defense is right. I mean, they could. I'm not going to say they could shut down a Josh Allen or a Mahomes, but they can at least contain him. And that's what you got to be able to do. That I hate to go cliche here, but bend but don't break. You know what I mean? And I started looking at the schedule, right? Because we're 6-0, we're 2-0 in the division, and now comes the bye week. All right, so post bye, because you get to a certain point every year. Where they mentioned it last night, fucking Collinsworth, the 72 Dolphins. Once you get to a certain point in the schedule, they start, Mercury Morris and Larry Zonka and all these motherfuckers start, making appearances and shit. And the odds are it's not going to happen, but it's like, okay, we've arrived there to where now it's everybody that's going to play us wants to be the first one to knock us off, and it puts a massive fucking bullseye on you, obviously. I started looking at the schedule, dude, post-bye week. And again, not a first-place schedule, so there's the Cowboy fan excuse. But after the bye, right, Pittsburgh, we got them at home. So winnable.
Yeah.
So winnable. But
I could be riding high.
Dude, cross-state rivals, you never know. One of these motherfuckers is going to be a trap game. But I just started looking ahead. Like, we got Pittsburgh on the other side of the bye, at Houston on Thursday Night Football. Washington at home on Monday night, at Indianapolis, Green Bay on a Sunday night, Tennessee, at the Giants, at Chicago, at Dallas. That's like the second year in a row I think we've had 3 road games. Thanks, Goodell, you dick. And then we close out with New Orleans and the Giants at home. There's nothing there that stands out to me as like there's no way we lose. There's no way we win this motherfucker. Initially, I would have said Green Bay would be the obvious tough one. But, I mean, dude.
They haven't been playing like they're like I can't say for the whole team, but I know for like my fantasy points and stuff like that, all my Green Bay people are kind of like they're meh. Like,
Cheeks.
Like they're honestly like the Vikings stuff that I had last year and this year. Like they're doing better than you know what I mean.
Minnesota's definitely the class of that division. Like Aaron Rodgers is getting visibly frustrated after going and sweating toxins out in a tent doing ayahuasca and supposedly renewing from the shame and feeling better about himself and his life. Now he's getting mad but it's like, dude, like I mean, they're not what they were supposed to be. They're not. And Rodgers is a hell of a quarterback, dude, but they're not what people thought they would be. That's not the game that I thought it was going to be. Minnesota's the class of that division, and that game is totally fucking winnable now. It's totally winnable now. Then again, it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 weeks away. We could be looking at different Rodgers as well. You know, by that point, it's late December or late November, early December. Who knows? Maybe we have a bunch of injuries. You never know how shit's going to look. But on paper, I'm looking and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, there's a trap game there somewhere. There's a trap game there somewhere. And I mean, at Houston on Thursday, you know, those short weeks are tough, dude. The division games are always tough. At Dallas, you never know, man. But one of them's, they're going to trip and fall somewhere. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't figure out which one it is. There's no glaring one.
Do they have to trip and fall though? Like, really? Like,
17-0 is not happening. I wish it would, but my point is, like, it's way more attainable than I thought it would be. Way more attainable than I thought it would be. I mean, I think aside,
you know what's crazy to me? When I met you, you were like, the Eagles are not going to the Super Bowl anytime soon. Let's be serious. Like,
I genuinely believed it.
I mean, like, I just like to point this out. It's been a year that I've been on the pod, a little bit over the year, obviously, but like, would you really have thought this would be where your team would be in a year?
Fuck no. Like, I tend to skew very cynical though when it comes to any of the Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, Sixers, any of them. I tend to be a little more cynical, but I did not think. I mean, you remember how I felt about when we picked Hurts, dude. I mean, I'll be honest. You can go back and listen to the other episodes if you really, really care to go back in the archives. But that was the first draft we covered here on the pod. The pod started like a week before that draft. I've never been that mad over a fucking draft pick in my life, dude.
And he's the one like killing your team right now.
And here I am right now, be like, fucking, I'm all in, dude. Like I mean, the drafts, and that's the nature of what we do. I mean, not. Hey, I'll eat them though. That's my thing. I'm good with being wrong. I'm totally fine with it. You know what I mean? It's just, but when you spew shit into a live mic, you give your opinion. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes you're fucking wrong. I was wrong there. And I'm glad that I was wrong, you know, because now with New Orleans sucking and we have their first rounder next year, in addition to ours, if we extend Jalen Hurts, if he keeps up at this pace, maybe, you know, he gets fucking MVP votes. Maybe he wins. Maybe we win the Super Bowl. Who fucking knows? But now you've got 2 ones to build around him too. Like, this could, again.
Who's y'all's backup again? Not to
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew. Sorry.
Uncle Rico. No, you're good. And it just depends though on like what Howie you get. Like, do we get good Howie during the draft next year, or do we get bad Howie?
Can we make like a meme for that, please?
I'm telling you, like it. I flip-flop so much on him because there's times I genuinely want to put him in a crippler crossface.
Jesus.
Like, for real.
Oh, you should hear him during the draft. It's fucking hysterical. Like when he was like, we traded up for him. We traded up for Jordan Davis.
Yeah. Well, like, people love the pick because, like, there's these pockets of fans out there, and this I'm sure applies with any fan base, where, like, if your team picks this person, I have to love him. Like, no, you don't. You're allowed to be like...
You were telling me about a Raiders fan we used to work with that was like that, right?
Yeah, and I used to tell him, like, you know, dude, your GM sucks. He's fucking terrible. And he was like, no. And I'm like, I mean, now any of the Raiders first rounders from when Mike Mayock was a GM, side note, spoiler alert, Mike Mayock no longer there. He got fucking fired. None of their first rounders except for Josh Jacobs are still on the roster, and they didn't even pick up his 5th-year option, I don't think. First rounders, dude, gone. Like,
waste of a draft.
Yeah.
Waste of several drafts.
Multiple, right. Alex Leatherwood in the first round you took last year in 2021. You cut him before the start of this year. Hell out of here. You know, but it's even bad Howie isn't that bad. You know, he'll just take fucking, I don't know. I can't think of anybody at the moment, but I don't know. If we get good Howie, there's a chance this team could be really good for a long time. But then again, I said that shit 5 years ago too, and look what happened.
Don't do this. Now, knock on wood. Knock on wood. You gotta do it.
I mean, I've
been helping him with this. Like, he keeps putting his bad juju out there. I'm like, you gotta cancel it out with the knock on wood.
Manifest good energy.
Yep.
I think when we're right though, we can hang with anybody in the league. We can hang with anybody in the league, and I genuinely believe that. The problem is we've got to have. Dallas did a great job of containing Hurts on the ground yesterday. Like, it was clear that was their game plan. Is we're not. You can beat us through the air. You can try to run on us with Sanders or fucking Baby Yoda or whoever, but we're not letting Jalen Hurts run on us. And I mean, they shut him down, dude. And that's that's the thing is you have to be able to beat somebody. We said that last year when they played Tampa. You have to be able to beat somebody, beat teams through the air, good teams. And he was able to make throws last night because he got shut the fuck down on the ground, dude. And, like, that's cool, but that's what happened with Michael Vick. Michael Vick could run the ball all over you, but when he had to make plays through the air, he fucking couldn't. I mean, he threw a pretty deep ball, but he had the quarterback IQ of my cup of coffee. You know what I mean? So Hurts has improved leaps and bounds, dude, mentally. You know, his arm, he's
really coming around as a thermostat.
He is. He's thermostat 1. I like him a lot. And great kid.
All right, Grandpa.
I'm happy. I know, right?
You sound like Sirianni right now. It's my son.
Boom.
It's my son.
Yeah. Motherfucker's only 10 years younger than me, and I just called him a kid. I'm a condescending prick. I love you, Jalen. I didn't always. But, yeah. We were talking last night about, like...
Hurt season.
Yeah. Like, next jersey, because Kelly Green's next year. Like, who's it going to be? You know? And I'm due for a new Eagles jersey. I haven't bought one in a while. Because, again, why?
Yeah.
So it's like...
I don't have an Eagles jersey.
You don't.
I have a Flyers jersey, but not an Eagles one.
Yep.
They're my secondary team, and I don't even have a jersey. So
she wants Dallas Goedert, though.
Of course, because first of all, he is a very attractive man. Goddard, you're very attractive, just so you know.
Yes.
But 2, I have him on my fantasy team, and 3, I like the way he plays. He literally lifted Hurts into the freaking end zone. Like, he was, like, stuck in the middle of a huddle, and Goddard was like, nah, I got this.
Yep, he just drug his ass in the end zone. Dallas Goedert's a badass. He's a badass. I love him.
He said, you will touch down.
Yeah. But I think I never would have entertained the idea of a Hurts jersey. I almost said sweater. I honestly, I was kind of thinking about it last night, dude, and I'm like, he's in the convo, man.
Which is, you know, way further than he was when he was rocking number 2.
Yeah, dude. But
Either
I think
Slay, because you got Slay.
I love Slay. I keep going back to Landon Dickerson though, because it's, you know, he's a guard.
What a name.
And he wears number 69.
But my thing, what?
Yeah. Dickerson 69. Fun times.
Yeah.
And my thing with Hurts
is, number.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Now I gotta choose between Dickerson or.
And everybody, I've never really been the one that there's jerseys for every team that are the chalky pick, and that's Hurts now. You know what I mean? It was Wentz 5 years ago, and I had a Wentz jersey. I had several Wentz jerseys actually,
I know, he
and
did.
I'm like, I don't know that I want my first Kelly Green to be fucking Hurts, just because
you've been waiting so long.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and
once you fully embrace him, let's be serious. It seems like your luck. You kind of.
Yeah. Well, I haven't. Normally, if I buy a jersey of a motherfucker, something goes wrong soon. So I think it's probably wise for me to leave Hurts out there for other people to wear, and I'll just buy like.
And he's the hipster pick. Everybody's gonna have him.
That's what I'm
cool.
saying. Yeah.
Like, you know, like. And then if you have somebody coming up to you and they're like, "Oh, look, you're rocking a Dickerson jersey." Oh, you actually know who Dickerson is. They're serious about football.
Yeah, I love O linemen like jerseys. That's why my favorite Eagles jersey I have is Jason Kelsey. A, I love that dude. He's our center.
He does. He loves. He has like a man crush on him. As much as he talks about him, he's like, he's so beautiful. I'm like, he's okay.
I love him. He goes.
Goddard is way better to me, but that's fine.
No, come on.
He's like, you know, he goes to a local pub and like bartends. He's like, he's such a good guy.
Bartends once a year.
I was like, that's what qualifies a good guy. All right,
yeah.
You can bartend. Cool, that's awesome.
Well, look, you're partial to centers too. Clearly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wasn't playing tight end. My ass wasn't fast enough for that shit. I had other dudes' hands on my ass as well. Just like Kelsey does.
Kelsey is a good-looking man, though.
He is.
Does he have a brother?
Yes, he does. Travis Kelsey, yeah, who is commercially the more attractive one. But I think if you're going for somebody that you want that's more well-rounded, that can probably be handy around the house, I think you go with Jason. Travis Kelsey.
No biases here. No biases on position or anything.
No, not at all. But like Travis Kelsey's he's very clean cut, very attractive for sure. Jason Kelsey's more woodsy, got a beard.
Women, let us know in the comments what you think.
Yes. Which Kelsey brother is sexier, Travis or Jason?
Let's take a poll on Instagram.
Yeah, like it's Jason's just more. He's got a little pouch, right? He's not fat at all, but he's got
kind of like, you know, like what was that trend that was going around, like the dad vibes, like you know, like the dad bods, like
what we're trying to say is Jason Kelsey's very snuggly looking.
Yes,
very cuddly. Always smells good, even
but looks
when
like he would still rock your world and love you.
Would totally rock your world. He would. Yeah.
Can we create him not an island, but something of the equivalent, like? Can he have a castle?
We sure can. A cat, yeah. We'll
Kelsey's
do something
Castle.
for him.
Kelsey's castle.
Yeah! Next week on the pod, Kelsey's Castle. Bye-week activities, kids. That's what we're doing. The birds are on a bye next week, but we won't be. Hit subscribe if you enjoy the content. If not, don't hit subscribe. But thanks for stopping by. We'd certainly appreciate it if you do, though. And we will see you next week on
And
the
as
pod.
always, go birds.
Kelsey's Castle next week.
Woo!
Yo, how'd Barkley put it? Looking like another grease pole night in Philly. Facts.
I can't sit back and watch it.
Birds.
Go Birds!